There are two things in life in regards to the human condition that we all know, and if you don't know, you should know. Excuse me. First thing is that humans are flawed. Yes, we are the highest form of animal, but we're not perfect. We are flawed. And we have inconsistencies. We have flaws. We have mistakes. We have irregularities. That's part of the human condition. And the second thing about the human condition is sometimes our expectations can be our downfall. Now, I've spoken before about expectations. Now, I want to talk about a group of people who just have the perception of this human thing all wrong. There are people who are not well. They may not be physically well, they may not be emotionally well, they may not be mentally well. I want to focus more on the mental and emotionally unwell people. See, the type of energy that you put out into the world is what you're going to get back. I say this all the time. Whatever you put out into the cosmos, you're going to get it back because that's the way the cosmos works. It may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but whatever you put out there, you're going to put back. So, I mean, if you put out happiness and generosity, then you're going to receive that happiness and generosity back. If you put out stability and kindness, you're going to get stability and kindness back, some way, form, or fashion. It may not be from the sources that you interpret, but it's going to be from the sources that your Creator has seen fit to have in your life. But also on the flip side of that, if you're broken and you need fixing, you're going to attract broken people. You're going to. Because that's the type of energy that you put out. Now, I'm talking about energy that has not been touched. I'm talking about people who are broken, who either have not acknowledged that they're broken, or they know that they're broken and in denial, or they know that they're broken and don't give a damn. In either of these cases, this brokenness has not been addressed. They're not on any path. They're not on any course to try to fix it. Now, they're broken for some reasons. It could be due to the fault of somebody else. It could be due to their fault. But regardless, the world doesn't see that. See, the world sees the effect. The world doesn't see the cause. Let me say that again. The world sees the effect. It does not see the cause. The world doesn't care about the cause. You may get a handful of people that might care. And if they do care, they're only going to do it for a little while, because after a while, when they realize that there's no resolution to the problem, they're going to lose patience or they're going to get distracted. So you really can't depend on the sympathies of people to carry you through the rest of your life, because it's not going to happen. If there's something broken, and I'm speaking from experience, it is your responsibility and your responsibility only to fix it. And the problem what a lot of broken people do is that they'll draw broken people and they'll turn around and take shared mentality and shared experiences toward life, and then they turn around and they get with broken people. They get involved with broken people in friendships, in matrimony. They build families with broken people, expecting to come out with something that's stable and fixed. And what they used to say in the rehab is that two sickies don't make a wellie. And that was referring to addicts. In most cases, you have some people that meet people and they get together and they're like, oh, we really love each other. But if they're both addicted and there's no resolution to that, then that's not going to turn out to be a good situation. It always results in tragedy. And that's what they mean. Two sickies don't make a wellie. And so it's the same thing when it comes to brokenness. Two broken people don't fix things. Let me say it again. Two broken people don't fix things. You'll never have a fixed situation from broken people. You got a house full of broken and damaged people, that's what you have. And what happens with a lot of these people is the two of them will get together, and then they'll get with some more broken people and some more broken people, and all of a sudden you got a whole collective of broken people. And all it is more noise, more chaos, more drama, but not an ounce of progress, because nothing's being done to fix the brokenness. If anything, they're going around validating everyone's brokenness. They're encouraging everyone's brokenness because they're broken. It makes no sense. So if you know there's some things to work on, and the majority of us do, do whatever you need to do to fix it. Fix the brokenness. Because if you don't, you're going to draw broken people to you, and probably people who are more broken than you are. And then all of a sudden, you're going to be thrust into the role of the fixer, and you're still broken. And I know you guys have probably seen that. You've probably seen these people who go around trying to fix things, and they're broken. They have unresolved issues. They're not in touch with their feelings. They practice avoidance tactics by throwing themselves into other situations to avoid situations going on at home, being overindulgent with school, overindulgent with the job, knowing that they got all these problems at home, but they'll go out into the world and try to fix somebody's brokenness. How does that sound? Y'all know I'm talking to somebody. You see it all the time. You got somebody who's a go-to person. You thinking that they got the shit together, and come to find out behind closed doors, this shit's all jacked up out the frame. Probably jacked up more than yours, and they trying to fix you in your situation. It's a matter of time before it comes out. And when it comes out, you feel like a fool because you're broken behind going to them to try to fix things. First of all, if you're fixed, you don't go to other people to get fixed. You go to your Creator to get fixed. People who are sitting up here going to other people all the time for every single little thing to fix something in their life, you are not fixed. You're broken. You're going to another flawed, imperfect being to help you make your life perfect. You're broken. You should go to your Creator to get fixed. Go to your Creator for the resources so you could be a co-creator of being fixed. So you can have that active role in being fixed. That's the problem. And there are a whole bunch of you right now going absolutely berserko crazy nutso over that one person, because every time you tune into them, every time you read or hear or visualize what they say, every time they breathe hard, you're right there trying to figure out what your next move is going to be through the day. You're broken. There's nothing wrong with being a fan, but if it's to the point where you can't even handle simple thought processes or get through your day-to-day without having to deal with this stranger that knows nothing about you, something's wrong. Something's wrong. And you want to take the little bit of knowledge that they give you and want to go out into the world and fix a whole bunch of other broken people. Okay, you heard of the phrase, the blind leading the blind? There you go. You're spiritually blind, spiritually broken, and trying to fix somebody else. You put on your design or whatever, your fancy hairdo, your fancy makeup, leave out of your fancy house, get in your car payment that you're barely making on time every month, and you put on this fresh, beautiful image because that's what the world chases after. And you speak the same words, and the whole world, all these broken people in this world sitting up here listening to you, I can't start my day without listening to so-and-so. I can't start my day. You were starting your day before they came along. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with listening to a little good word every now and then. But if you can't even think or interpret or breathe for yourself when you wake up first thing in the morning, it's an addiction. You're looking to get fixed so you can go out and fix somebody else. You're still broken. So work on fixing yourself first and then share that with other people. Share. Not try to take over. And this is the reason why a lot of y'all turning around and you're interloping and getting involved in other people's personal situations. And then you're so quick to get stressed out and don't know what to do with yourself. You start drinking when you didn't drink before. You're having problems with sleep. You're having problems with communication at home. You're having problems with money and everything else. All this came up because you decided to want to be Mr. or Miss Know-It-All and everything. and you ain't even fixed, and you got issues. You're going to come across that person one day, and they're going to come across to you, and they're going to be like, they're going to pretend like they're broken just to see how broken you are. And then they're going to turn around and they're going to call you out on your shit. So in order to avoid all this confusion, if you see that things are off kilter, just do whatever you need to do. Seek whatever sources you need to seek in order to get it fixed. Because one day you're going to come across that person who's going to see through all that bullshit. And it'll be game over. Just saying.